As an Uber driver / content creator, I'm often asked, well, why don't you try DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, or some of the food delivery services if you don't favor rideshare? Now, I've said, you see the title of the video, I don't do food delivery service. I'm going to give you a couple examples why. The last one in particular is awful, but make no mistake about it, there are pros and cons to both rideshare and delivering food. Obviously, rideshare, we deal with a hell of a lot of passengers, choking out drivers, attacking drivers. We're often talking about drivers that are being involved in carjackings. Drivers lose their lives all the time in the rideshare world. Nevertheless, I always promote having your defensive tools on you, but that's a different video. I want you to check out this particular video. This is a DoorDash or Uber Eats food delivery video. This is one reason why I don't favor getting involved in food delivery, and it is a damn shame that anybody would request an order like this. You'll see why.
207 DoorDash, 92.97. Right now it's 5:30. See if I can't find a clock. Let me see. It's 5:30. Is there a clock over there? No, well, it says 2:15. Let me show y'all something. What time? I don't have the other phone on me. What time is it right now? 5:30? 5:13? 5:19. Thank you. That's we're picking up 5:39. When you tip your driver, you get your food delivered quicker. Tip your driver. Don't be a clown.
Tip your driver. Don't be a clown. I could not echo that sentiment any stronger. You see the driver, tip your driver, don't be a clown. This is a $92 order. Zero in tip. $0 tipping to the driver to bring home $92 worth of food. Now, if you went to a restaurant and sat down and ordered $92 worth of food, you normally would tip about 20%. So you're talking damn near $20 for this particular takeout. Now, I'm not saying the driver should get 20%. We don't want to get into an argument like that, but damn it, zero is unacceptable in this business. Everybody knows DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub drivers ain't making shit. So tips matter. Tips really matter. To expect someone to give you stellar service in this business with $0 for a tip, you're kind of playing the odds big time. Now, if you notice, this order was prepared at 2:07. He's pointing out that it is 5:19 and they're still waiting for it. That's 3+ hours. So this shit is cold, definitely not fresh, probably not necessarily very tasty, but we're talking about $92, no tip at all. So I wouldn't grab it. If I had the option of going for orders that included tips and ones that didn't, to give me the $5 combo meal, $10 combo meal from McDonald's that includes a $3 tip, as opposed to bringing home a whole bag of goodies that cost $92 and I don't get shit. You don't make money based on the weight of the order. You don't make money based on how much the order costs. It's generally factored in terms of distance, things like that. So preferably as a food delivery driver, I want to carry up the least amount of merchandise for the biggest tip. $92 is a pretty good amount of merchandise, and they're including a $0 tip. So I would avoid that all day long. But this one, as I stated, this one is even worse. This came off of one of the gig worker sites. This came off one of the Uber sites. Now, this individual asked this as a question. Listen to this. Do delivery drivers, or better yet, do delivery customers realize we all know where they live when they tip bait? This is how you get random litter on your yard. Now, I agree with, I don't like promoting, bad deeds to some of the customers, but in this case, this customer deserves whatever the hell's coming to him. What did the customer actually do? Now, you heard him talk about tip baiting. Tip baiting is when you offer a tip to get someone to do something and then remove the tip after you successfully have gotten them to do it. Here's what happened in regards to this driver's order. The estimate for this trip was $10, including any upfront tip, but the customer reduced the tip after delivery. Now, why the hell is this allowed? Where a customer can put in a food delivery, sweeten the pot with a tip, which is going to make folks more likely to complete that trip. And then after the trip is concluded, they can actually take back their damn tip. Why does Uber allow this? Uber Eats, any of these companies that allow tip baiting. Like I said, I don't do this shit for this very reason. But why would they allow a customer to do this without some significant complaint accompanying the reason why they did it? I could totally understand if a driver brought your food home and left it on the front lawn during the time it was snowing. The snow turned your food into a block of ice. I could certainly understand withdrawing your tip. But if you withdraw your tip, it should be in conjunction with a significant complaint as to why you did it. Here's the problem. Unlike in the restaurant business, the tip in food delivery has to be paid up front. So you're tipping the driver when you don't really know how the service is going to be. So I can understand a customer saying, well, I don't want to give a tip before the delivery is completed. I don't know if he's going to do, have shitty delivery or not. Well, you get the option to withdraw the tip if you get shitty service. If you get shitty service, I condone retracting your trip or your tip. It makes sense. He left the food, half a block from my house or something ridiculous. I could understand that driver not deserving a tip. But there should be a stated reason why tips are withdrawn every damn time they're done that way. And if you got a customer that is known for retracting tips, I'm talking about, this is where Uber and Lyft, if they gave a damn about the drivers, they would pay attention to that. If you got a customer that routinely orders food and they are routinely retracting tips, it should be stopped. They should receive a threat from Uber Eats or DoorDash that if you keep doing this, we're going to remove you from the platform. That's the shit they do to us as drivers. You shouldn't be able to continue retracting tips because it's obvious at that point. You are tip baiting the drivers. Now, I don't know, and I'll ask you folks tuned in, are you able to complain as a driver, as a food delivery driver, are you able to complain to the company if you feel that you were tip baited? My guess is if you are, they don't do shit about it. But let me know in the comments, are you able to complain about someone tip baiting you? Because this would piss me off. Like you see the person in the post talking about you're going to get random litter on your lawn. I understand. I would be very angry as well. If I was promised pay to do a job, I completed that job, and they deliberately decided not to pay me, which is exactly what's happening here. Let me know in the comments. As always, feel free to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
For the love.